Two things. First, Amazon's letters to shareholders are golden. They are amazing, very important for building companies. If you build in the company, having letters to shareholders from Amazon is responsible, and for investors, where it is valuable. Uh, very, very important concepts of key points that the company must be obsessed with for it to have higher likelihood of success. And when investing long term, it is very important. So Amazon is one of the companies that is was rated long term only for the entirety of its existence. And as Buffett puts it, was it Graham? Not sure, but market is a weighing machine, short term, watching machine, short term, weighing long term. And Amazon only wants to be weighed. So, incredibly important lessons are how just ignoring all the criticism, all the happenings of the outside world, and just making predictions which are strictly relevant to things which are important for ultimate success of the company. Takes out three pillars on which it stands, which is customer satisfaction. Well, the customer satisfaction is one thing, which is the only thing practically important because he's in the service business, and then he just breaks it down to fastest shipping, widest selection, and then lowest prices, and that's it. He just ignores completely everything else and rejects, or rather, makes literally all the decisions based on whether it would be beneficial for the customer. So advertising decisions are made on whether it would be beneficial to the customer. So where little is spent on marketing, only where it is like a new market where we want to make the consumer be aware of us, but not want to shove it down their throat because it's negative for the consumer. So like no business fix like this, no business fix like this, and yet it's the largest company in Earth because this is not the only marketing where this is present, but all the parts of the service. So the product is actually good enough for the customer to want it after being notified once, after being made aware of it. And it's for example, he also made a thing that kind of warns you on reorders of the same item, because some people were reordering the same thing again. Just get distracted, didn't think why they already bought it, and just rebuy the same item. And instead of just letting them do them, they kind of just makes a pop-up of whether you're sure if you want to do that. And that slightly decreases the sales, but that is better for the client. And if it's better for the client, long term, it will pay off. And well, it did. So lots of amazing things to see, and it's extraordinarily simple. Like, he doesn't do anything difficult. He just understands exactly the actions and their consequences and the consequences of expansion. Like, he doesn't try to add complexity. He tries to keep everything as simple as possible, and then the scaling by itself adds complexity intrinsically. That scale, it will become complex, and then she just deals with it, and doesn't pay attention to anything else, anything that does not correspond to the three pillars, the Amazon's pillar. That's it. So that's hugely important when making investment decisions, long-term investment decisions. We're talking like 10 plus years. But I mean, in the end, when you make money, that's kind of what you do with them anyway. So if you don't know how to invest, why? This is one of well, it's one of the ways to go about things, but it's definitely one of the more efficient ways to go about making money. over the course of the lifetime. And then the second, I may be able to get to actual trading tomorrow. So I've been putting it off for a very long time. I think I still have PTSD from the last time where I just went a bit berserk after a certain point. I was very meticulous until I made a fortune for above 16, and I made very bad decisions for a prolonged period of time, and it was very ugly. I guess my budget just learned that trading scary. So I've been putting it off for a long time. Actual trading. I mean, I've obviously been doing trades here and there for like testing purposes, for testing algorithms, so on. But I haven't actually done trading with the goal of making money. Mostly because I was scared. Not that I'm not sure it's the best word for it. The best would be PTSD. Like, I can do it, but I'm very uncomfortable touching it. But that's a part of strategy, and I must do it much sooner than later. And unless I have conditions sufficient to start it tomorrow. I have some algorithms needed to be making them. The algorithms I'm also making them slower because I'm not actually a market participant. I'm practically making them on the basis of things which I needed 2 years ago. And despite knowing that they work, because I test them on the market too, but I'm not an active market participant, so it's the number one thing I would do if I wanted to make sure to not get to be a good trader is to not trade. Like, so I have the choice. I must be trading, or I must switch the orientation, which I could, but there is no reason for me to. Probably. I'm good at it, and that's the thing I always wanted to do, and always wanted to do. I've been doing, and have been doing for a very long time. So the only way is forward. Nothing interesting is going to be happening in the next days or weeks, more likely weeks. I'll just slowly be getting myself back into the market, into trading, or I fail. But I'll try my best not to laugh at. The plan is to just use the things I've made and then get the actual feedback from using them, and and see my adjusted strategy, and start adapting things / making new tools for where my current strategy lays after the improvements and after the time that passed in new market conditions. My strategy is rather general in terms of market conditions it works in, but still smaller things, more precise things are much more sensitive today, so much more like small time for things. Anyways, let's see how it goes. I still have some technical debt that I need to fix, some bugs here and there, which I kind of been postponing also, I guess for the same reasons, because I know that I'll have no excuses to not start trading immediately after I'm done with them. So it should be possible for me to get through this stuff tomorrow. I think there's nothing fundamentally stopping me from doing this. I think I have sufficient skill to just solve them all tomorrow and then have enough time to start getting back into trading. So that's the plan. Let's see if we can execute it.